going on? What's going on as always? Thank y'all boys for tuning in with us. Full Court Entertainment Podcast as always. It's your boy GQ Tuesday, Linus Thing, Shondale. You know, you got my boy with me, Sneaky Sam. Don't trust him because he always pulling shiesty trades in the fantasy league. And we got GQ Aaron. Like I was saying, and we got GQ Aaron Worthy in this joint. Another twin of Sneaky Sam. Don't trust him either. And then we got, as always, Shaky Trail up in this joint. Trey Capalot. Go ahead and Sheldon start us off talking about with what teams need to do something so they can actually go deep into the playoffs.
Well, a team I think that might need to make a trade, I'm gonna say the Bulls. The Bulls definitely need to make a trade because I think they're in the I don't even think they're in the play-in. I think they're in the outside of the play-in. They need a better, a more because I know, did y'all see the news? They said Lonzo probably not coming back.
We knew that.
We already kind of knew. We already kind of knew he wasn't coming back. So they need like a defensive, either the defensive point guard or another forward because Patrick Williams ain't it, bro. He's just not been it. So they need to get like maybe like a John Collins type of player. They won't get a player like him, but maybe a John Collins to at least get them to the playoffs because, you know, we're all from Chicago. We know we want to see at least see the Bulls be competitive and win. Mm-hmm. I think they need to make a trade like that so they can be back in the playoffs because they made the playoffs last year. And besides that, they ain't been back to the playoffs since, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even remember. Off the top of my head, I don't remember. So I think the Bulls.
Since D-Wade and Rondo was there. That was last time.
Bro, that feel like forever ago. D-Wade and Rondo.
Because it was. Okay, hold on. Let me ask you this. Do you think the Bulls will be better with Miles Turner at the 5 instead of Vucevic?
Vuce at power forward? Or we don't?
No.
He said
Miles Turner instead of Vuce.
No.
Like, do you think the impact he makes on the defensive end would be better for their team as opposed to Vuce's offensive ability?
I don't think so. I think Vuce is better than Turner. It's just Turner is a better defensive player, more of a rim protector. Vucevic, he just don't play no defense. He don't play defense. He's just not a rim protector. He's not a rim protector.
I think though, you just like, if you don't just look at it just like skill, of course Vuce the better player. But I think looking at what Vuce do, Vuce spaces the floor. He's able to like stretch the floor out a little bit more versus like with Turner, his offensive capability is kind of limited. So he's more like, you know, he got to be closer to the basket. And I think with DeMar, you know, he's an inside-outside game. So like he's playing inside that 3-point line. We don't need Miles Turner inside that line, clogging it up, making it harder for DeMar. And I think Zach LaVine, yeah, he's great. He's a good shooter. But I think he better when he taking closer shots. So I don't think Miles Turner, like, yeah, he get him more defense, but like I don't think he really don't do it. He probably don't do it for them. Hell no.
They need another defensive guard because I thought Ayo was gonna be better than his rookie season. I guess he having a sophomore slump because he hasn't done anything. He ain't done nothing. So they might need to upgrade, but they need somebody, a point guard that can play some defense. I mean, them just getting a point guard that can just score, that don't help them. I don't think their offense really is the problem. They just need to play some defense.
The Bulls need.
They lost to the Knicks yesterday. They're better than the Knicks. Actually, I take that back. I think they might be in the same category as the Knicks.
Knicks might be a little bit better.
I think though the Bulls ain't. I don't know. As always, I disagree with you, but I love this time. I think the Bulls, they don't really need to make a trade to make the playoffs. I think honestly, if they make any trades, it's to reset. I think they made a mistake trying to build around Zach LaVine. I don't think it works. I think honestly, when you look at DeMar age, DeMar's the better player. Vooch, mediocrity, mediocre. Zach LaVine, I don't think you could build around. I don't think it really works. So I think if the Bulls make a trade, they should just be looking towards like just restart, keep Ayo, and just blow it up. Like pick one of them and let it go. Because DeMar,
they're gonna be garbage.
DeMar, come on, bro.
They could be worse than garbage though.
But so they ain't going nowhere, bro. They ain't not doing it but wasting ticket. DeMar leaving, he going somewhere. Vooch probably be there or something like that, but he ain't enough. Zach, I don't know. I think Zach. I think he a loyal guy, stick around. But
That nigga ain't
Would
the
you
answer,
keep-
bro.
Would you keep Lonzo since he's still young? I know he got the knee issue, but since he's still so young, do you think building around him, Zach, and Io?
Well, I have no choice but to keep him.
What's Lonzo's contract though?
He has 2 more years left after this year. I mean, I have no choice because nobody's going to take him off that bad knee. I have no choice but to keep him.
He
Unless
signed
you
for
release
4 years,
him.
$80 million.
Unless you release him. So I have no choice but to keep him.
Man, they got him for 4 years. He ain't even played 2 years. He ain't even played 2 years worth of basketball.
I mean, nobody thought he was going to have these knee problems, though. These knee problems just came out of nowhere. I mean, he tore his meniscus. He tore his meniscus, and then it just the surgery just went bad. That's just bad luck. That ain't his fault.
What'd you say, Trail Bulls is what?
Bulls was better when Lonzo was on the court, though. I can say that.
Yeah, they was. Well, ever since they lost him, like what, January 23rd, they've been garbage. Who knew he would have been that big of a factor?
I don't think he was going to be a bigger factor to beat the Bucks though in the first round.
He probably would have played some. He probably would have made a big ass difference though.
I don't think they was going to win though.
And we get swept, or we want 1 game.
1 game. So they win 1 more, or they at least beat, because you remember those 2 games they went back to Chicago, they got blown out both games.
Yeah, but I think if you look at that series though, they were going to lose that series regardless. But if you look like before that though, if Lonzo played a few more games, that position changes. They don't play the Bucks in the first round because they were, before Lonzo got hurt, they were floating at number 2. They were floating at number 2 in the East. They were up there. And then when they lost him, I mean, and they were still dealing with like that last season. They didn't have Caruso. That Caruso and Lonzo, that shit was amazing. They was looking like better than the hand clap. They was together. But I don't know. I feel like the Bulls, like, I don't know, bro. Lonzo, no, I'm not. To answer your question, I'm probably sending Lonzo to Orlando. I'm probably sending Lonzo to Orlando. Somewhere like, you put him somewhere like that, no attention, he's going to be able to prosper, grow back, and do something. I'm sending him somewhere.
Why would somebody take him on that bad knee, though?
People do it. Somebody going to do it. Shit, the Mavs just said Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker was a free agent. That's different.
I always have some with this goddamn knee.
You could take a point guard with a real bad knee on $40 million a year. Not a year, but for the next 2 years.
Yeah, he popular as hell. Big ball brand, baby.
Bro, nobody talking about them.
I'm keeping Lonzo because he always initiates the offense, bro. Every time he get a rebound, bro, he full speed down the court. He pushed the whole Bulls to run down, bro. Nigga always initiate the offense.
That's what I'm talking about, brother. That's the voice we need. That's the voice of the That's what I'm talking about. Stay true to Lonzo.